Hello, first graders. Today we will be learning all about lines. The materials you will need are a piece of paper. You can grab two if you would like an extra. Any type of paper you have at home. Next, you'll need a pencil. If you don't have a pencil, you can use a marker, a colored pencil. Anything you have at home that you would like to use will work just fine. Let's get started. So I started off by separating my paper into 4 sections. I did that by drawing a big letter T all across my paper. This is going to help me separate all my different types of lines. First, let's practice our straight lines. I'm using a marker for this. First, I started with a long line and then a short one. How can we make these lines different? I'm now making this line into a block and filling it in to make it fat. And I did a short one too. So now we have a thin and thick line that we drew. And now I'm going to see the different ways I can position them. So I just drew some lines tilting to the side, and now we're going to do some lines tilting the other way. They don't need to be perfect, this is just practice. Next, I'm going to see if I can combine the thin line and the thick line. Look at that. So my line goes from thick to thin at the top. I'm going to do another one. This time the top is thick and the bottom is thin. Let's practice these lines. You can pause the video here if you would like. The next type of line we're going to practice are dashed lines. I'm creating these lines by lifting up my drawing utensil. Next, I am laying my drawing utensil on its side. What do we notice about these lines versus the ones at the top? They're a little bit thicker, right? Now I'm practicing my dashed lines at a diagonal. Now I'm going to try them in a diagonal, but in the opposite direction. You can arrange your lines however you would like. We're just practicing. It does not need to look like mine. Now, I wonder if I can make the dashed lines fat and skinny like we did our regular lines. To do this, I'm holding my marker at a diagonal and then slowly using it on its tip to make the lines thinner. You can pause the video here to practice your dashed lines. The next line we're going to practice are the zigzags. The zigzag line looks like a bunch of letter V's connecting at the very, very top. Now I'm practicing my zigzag lines at a diagonal, and I'm practicing them going thick to thin. Next, I'm showing you what it might look like if you're using a colored pencil. You can pause the video here to practice your zigzag lines. The next lines we are going to be focusing on are curved and wavy. Here I have some curved lines that I created by making the letter U. To make a wavy line, you just connect them. So you can draw a letter U next to another letter U, and then connect them with a curved line. You can pause the video here to practice your curved and wavy lines. Next, I'm going to practice mixing my lines. What happens if we combine our curved line with our dashed line? Whoa, that looks pretty cool, right? Here's what it looks like smaller. When you're all done practicing your wavy lines and your curved lines, your dashed lines, and any other lines you want to create, let's practice drawing them all together on the same page. This is when your second piece of paper might come in handy. If not, you can just use the back of your practice paper. Okay, artists, have fun creating your lines and experimenting with different combinations.